Now, Microsoft Mobile Devices, which also used to be known as Nokia, has launched a clever new marketing campaign involving the real-life situation of playing a version of that well-known board game 30 Seconds. We're going to look at that now, and also I'd suggest to you a little bit of market confusion over the new name itself and its impact on customers. Well, Tracy Soul is with us, Head of Marketing and Activations for Microsoft Mobile South and East Africa. You need a deep breath to put that title out. Tracy, a warm welcome to you. What's the broad intention of this 30 Seconds campaign? What are you trying to achieve?
So the campaign's not as much around 30 seconds as it is around storytelling. So 30 seconds is the story that we're using to tell the story campaign, but really it's around storytelling and how your pictures and your photographs help you to tell better stories. And imaging has always been a big focus for us at Nokia and now at Microsoft, and we've had a legacy of innovation in imaging, from launching the very first camera phone with the 7650 to launching the biggest ever camera phone with the 1020 with the 41 megapixels.
Cell phone nostalgia here, yes.
So our aim is always to bring photography and imaging to life in kind of relevant ways. And we've done that through various campaigns, through a gallery where we commissioned photographers to do a whole gallery just using the 1020 device, through our project Come Closer, where we recreated people's old pictures and really dove into the stories behind the pictures. And that's kind of where we got the idea of your stories being better through pictures.
All right, so the 30 seconds itself, how does that manifest itself in terms of brand building?
So 30 seconds was an idea that one of our agencies came up with, and it was a way of bringing to life a South African version of storytelling. And it's kind of about how bad you are at storytelling in that moment, and how if you had pictures, your stories could be so much better. And therefore, it was the kind of theme around telling better stories through your pictures, and obviously we have.
Okay, so I see that. I mean, it's a clever brand link between the two. What sort of response have you had?
We've had a fantastic response. We did this predominantly on digital, so we used our own platforms. We launched it on YouTube, and then obviously we posted it across our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook. This was about 2 weeks ago. We had the first video, which is the one that you're watching now. That one were close to 90,000 views. And then we had a second video, which is this one here, where we wanted to kind of take it to the streets, engage with real people, real situations, and we created a video around that. And that one is just over 70,000 views. So in 2 weeks, that's been
Tracy, at its heart, this is all about branded or owned content, and I'll put to you that that's where marketing in the future is heading. Is that, you know, the above-the-line solutions are all great, but unless you're in the space, your brand is not going to survive.
Sure, and we wanted this to be a digital campaign. We wanted this to be about the content and about the story, and we wanted to place it in a place where people could naturally come and view it on their own terms. I think, as you say, people are moving away from the sort of generics. Although we still have a big focus on above the line, we're doing more kind of content within shows, bringing our shows in more organically, so that it feels a bit more natural.
And there's got to be that synergistic relationship between the above-the-line work that you're doing and what you're doing in that branded content space.
Exactly.
The Microsoft Mobile Device name, which also used to be known as Nokia, has that changeover been difficult? Because Nokia itself was a very entrenched and well-known brand.
You know, it's been an interesting period for us. So the official partner changes started happening in April. And I think, while Microsoft remains the mother brand of the company, Nokia is still a very strong brand for us, and I think we'll continue, at least in the immediate term, to market the devices under the Nokia brand. You know, Nokia has been a really strong contender. It's a leader in most of the kind of brand measures within the mobile phones, at least, and we've won a number of awards. We won iconic brand
notwithstanding the difficulties that the brand has had in recent times.
Absolutely, but I think where we really have found our niches within our Lumia portfolio, especially within the entry-level Lumia, so the more affordable smartphones, and a lot of growth around that segment, and the equation of sort of the best of Microsoft software with the Windows Phone 8.1, from the cheapest to the most expensive, and then the best of Nokia hardware and Lumia services.
But that's a medium-term solution. You know as well as I do that at some point one brand is going to win over the other, and at some point Nokia has got to exit stage left.
Within Windows Phone, that does seem to be the way, but we don't know immediately when that timing will be. But I mean, Microsoft will remain, of all products and services, from Office to Skype to devices, the kind of mother brand that holds it all together.
All right, Tracy, thank you very much indeed. Tracy Soul from Microsoft Mobile South and East Africa. Now, the sales teams in big media companies are often overlooked when talking about the successes of these businesses. The annual Most Award Awards strive to enhance the relationship between media agencies and the sales and marketing teams within media owners. This year, the Media Agency Legend Award going to the well-known Harry Herber, director and former group chief executive of the Media Shop, the Times Media Group walking away with the best media owner sales team, and Visium in Cape Town announced as the best media agency for 2014.
The hostess with the mostest. Sandra Gordon is the founder of the Most Awards and explains what they're all about.
Most awards are about celebrating excellence in the media sector, in particular between media agencies and media owners, the part where the rubber hits the road, the real commercial end of media. So it's an important relationship for media owners and media agencies to trust and respect one another. And we want to try and generate more commercialism and obviously more sale of advertising, which is great for the media sector.
More than 6,000 votes were received, a record amount. Some of the winners included new faces as well as previous recipients. Digital Media Sales Team went to the space station for a fourth time. Prime Media Broadcasting took home Best Radio Sales Team for the first time, and also a first for Caxton Magazines, walking away with Magazine Sales Team.
Visium was the big winner on the night. The agency's been around for 7 years, and with a staff complement of less than 30 people, they seem to be hitting the mark with clients. I spoke to Tanya Schroeder to find out what makes her team tick.
For us, it isn't about being the biggest, it's about being the best. Bringing on people that see this as a career, that are passionate about, that they wake up and they walk in and they're inspired. It's not just a job. And yeah, just constantly challenging. I think that was one of the quotes that media owners feel that we're always going, no, I want something new, I want something different. And in and amongst that, realizing that because we're so small, we have to value partnerships. So we need clients that come in and believe in us and that empower us. But we also have to value the relationship with media owners, because there's no way we would be where we are without just very valuable partnerships. And I guess it's old-fashioned advertising. It boils down to relationships. So yes, I absolutely believe that our team are a bunch of young, clever, dynamic people, but we've got the balance right in terms of partnerships.
But does such an award really make an impact on the Visium brand?
We would like to see some critical mass out of this, and as I say, even with growth, that we still keep the philosophy of being the best and not just being the biggest. So yes, we hope it does bring in a lot of clients.
This agency proves it's about your relationships with clients that really bring in rewards and even a couple of sheep. Yashni Padiachi for Mags on Media.
And that's our story for this week. Remember to let us know your thoughts and suggestions on Facebook and on Twitter. Until then, goodbye to you and thank you for watching.